Hello and good day. Welcome to our video channel, God's Promises. And today's video will be a fast, concise overview, Book of Job, chapter 38. Let's get started now. The Book of Job, chapter 38 is a significant passage in the Bible where God directly speaks to Job out of the whirlwind. This chapter marks the climax of the Book of Job, where God answers Job's complaints and questions about his suffering. The chapter begins with God asking Job a series of questions, challenging him to consider the vastness and complexity of the universe. God asks Job, "Where were you when I laid the foundation of the earth? Tell me, if you have understanding." Job 38 verse 4. God continues with a series of questions about the mysteries of the natural world, including the sources of light, the paths of the stars, and the behavior of the sea. By posing these questions, God emphasizes the greatness of his creation and his ultimate power over it. He reminds Job that he is merely a small part of his vast creation and that he cannot fully understand God's plans and purposes. In this chapter, God also describes his control over the forces of nature, including rain, snow, and hail. He points out that he uses these elements for both destructive and constructive purposes. For instance, rain provides water for growth and nourishment, but it can also cause flooding and destruction. God's control over these forces of nature serves as a reminder of his ultimate power and authority over all aspects of life. The main lesson from Job 38 is that God's ways are beyond our understanding, and we cannot fully comprehend his plans and purposes. As humans, we often have a limited perspective on life, and we may struggle to understand why we experience suffering and hardship. However, this passage reminds us that we can trust in God's sovereignty and wisdom, even when we don't understand everything. Another key lesson from this passage is the importance of humility. In asking Job these questions, God humbles Job and reminds him of his place in the universe. Job responds with humility and repentance, acknowledging his limited understanding and lack of wisdom. This humility is a crucial aspect of faith, as it allows us to recognize our need for God's guidance and grace. Furthermore, this passage emphasizes the importance of faith in God's power and goodness, even in the face of suffering and hardship. God's description of his control over the forces of nature serves as a reminder of his ultimate power and authority over all aspects of life. This should encourage us to trust in his provision and guidance, even when we are facing difficult circumstances. In conclusion, the Book of Job chapter 38 is a powerful reminder of God's sovereignty and wisdom. Through his questions to Job, God emphasizes his control over the universe and his ultimate power over all aspects of life. This passage teaches us the importance of humility, faith, and trust in God, even in the face of suffering and hardship. It reminds us that we cannot fully understand God's plans and purposes, but we can trust in his goodness and wisdom. Thank you for visiting us today. Please share with us your favorite Bible chapter below in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help our channel grow. Looking forward to see you back here for our next video. Always take good care.